Okay, another piece of mail I received this week, his TJ Warren Flawless patch I won on air during last week's conversation with Sholey. Now, the patch itself, let's talk about the card here. The patch itself looks to be the top part of one of the A's in Indiana from one of their 2020-2021 City Edition jerseys, which, by the way, I really like those. Those might be my favorite modern Pacers jerseys because they combine the royal blue of the ABA, the pinstripes of the Reggie Miller era, and then some of the lettering from later years. So they look great, but it was only for last year. So I remember tweeting about them early on, and I said something to the effect of, we are never going to lose in these uniforms. Spoiler alert, they did. But the more I got thinking about this patch, though, I realized there was a very small, and I mean it, very, very small window that TJ could have worn this jersey because he missed the entire preseason in 2020, and then he eventually played 4 games in December, which was the first month of the new season, before they shut things down for good. So he played 4 games. So I went back and grabbed the dates of those 4 games from Basketball Reference, and during that stretch of 4 games, the Pacers wore 4 different jerseys. There was a New York game where they wore gold, a Bulls game where they wore navy, a win against the Celtics in these same royal blue jerseys, and then another game against Boston, but that time, that game was in white. So, I wish Nike would rein that in a little bit. That's kind of crazy to have 4 different styles of jerseys in 4 games, but it is what it is, and in this case, it helped me. So if we can trust the fact that this is game worn, this means that it has to be from the December 27th game against the Celtics, because like I said, Pacers only wore those for 1 season. He only played in 4 games. They only wore those for 1 out of the 4 games. On top of that, the picture of the card shows him in that uniform, the very same one. So outside of a few sets then where Panini has been intentional to have the game-dated materials and matching pictures, I don't think I've ever seen a scenario where a jersey on a patch piece can be pinpointed to 1 game, and then we know that the picture on the card just so happens to be the material that's used in that card. So that got me pretty excited, and as Steve predicted in our conversation, I talked myself into it pretty easily. Although, to be honest, I felt like the price was pretty fair for the one listed. So the last step for me in verifying everything will be to see if the pinstripe placement on some of the other patches matches up to the actual jersey of the game. I don't have a large enough sample size yet. And if they don't match up, then I guess we have a problem. But I'll deal with that then.